In areas that have high crime rates, the society have the rights to protect their self, and primary judges are one of it. Before I express my justification point, as a proposition team, in areas with high crime rates, we really support to this motion believe that action of the primary judges are justifiable in fighting crime. Before going into the background, I will tell you about the stance from the two teams in this debate. Stance from two teams are clear that to reduce the crime rates in the area that would make safe and peaceful society in the end. And the next one is about the background. Background from the motion is because in areas with high crime rates, not all of the police are there in the place where the crime held. Primary judges are one of the methods in status quo that society gives to the criminal when they caught the criminal where the crime held. When someone get the harm in some place, this action not really acceptable because there is no regulation for this action. And we are here to prove that primary judges were good to apply in the high crime rates area to reduce the high crime rates in that area. Next one is about the characterization from this motion today. Is about the primary judges. How can the primary judges happen? It can be happen when there is a criminal or some criminal doing crime action for the society, and the society will fight against the criminal, like by their own self or with support from other society. And primary judges will punish the criminal in front of society. They would make the criminal known by most of the people in that areas, and after that they would be more beware for the criminal and beware for the next crime of the criminals. And the criminal itself would be feel very ashamed and afraid because they get punished in front of a lot of people, and it would make them stop to do crime after that, after they get the primary judge. The next one is about stakeholder. Some of the stakeholder in our motion today is the first one is about society in that areas. The characterization of the society in high crime risk area are they were always known how to be more beware for the risk at the crime in their areas, but it's not enough to make the criminals hesitate to look at them, and the society where have failed to protect each other because they can see anytime people can be a victim from the crime in that area. So that's why they would be beware to protect each other, or at least to protect their own self, because they know the crime would happen for themselves anytime. So they need to be at least protect themselves, how to protect themselves. And after they were beware for the crime action, it makes them when they get the crime action, they would help each other to fight against the criminal and punish the criminals together, because they know it was very scaring to get the crime action from the criminal. The next one stakeholder is the government, that in this case is the police in high crime rates area. Big interests from the police are to protect the society and punish the criminals with justice, but the criminals in that area are very massive and they didn't have any solution to finish the problem. So to reduce the high crime rates in that area, we need this primary judge. And the third one stakeholder is the criminal. The criminal in high crime rates area were not scared to go into the jail because they can be free one day, and they can still doing crime after they get the freedom, after they go into the jail. And if the punishment is still like when you doing the crime activity, we would make you go into the jail. It just makes like standard for the criminals. there is no fear from the criminal if they just get the punishment like jail every day doing the crime activity. And how can they would fear for doing another crime activity? They would be fear and stop to doing the crime activation when they get hard punishment, and to treat them when they harm the people. So to make the criminals stop to doing the crime activity, we should apply this primary judge in high crime rates area. Next, about our justification point. The first, why it's we're very urgent to accept this primary judge in the high crime rates area. First, because we all know the police not always ready to catch and to punish the criminal at the time, because they have lots of tasks first. That when they get the report from the society, they would do it first, and it makes the society sometimes should catch and punish the criminals by themselves, because sometimes the police cannot help them to fight these criminals. It's very urgent, because when the police get the report that there are crime in the place, they should do it first and get done, and after that they can go to the another reportation. And let's see the framing status quo. What if the crime were held in two places just in one time, or even three places together in one time? If it's happened, the society would waiting a long time and wasting time to waiting for the police to finish their task before. If the society just doing reportage and waiting for the police coming to where the crime happened, it would wasting time so much. And that's why we should agree this primary judge to make society not waiting and wasting so much time, because the primary judge were applied by the society, so they would be together to determine suitable punishment to give into the criminals. So if we give this punishment into the criminal, we give this primary judge into the criminal, they would feel like they get punishment in front of society, and they get the punishment in a lot of people. They would feel like they would stop to do the crime activity next, and it would reduce the crime rates in the area. And all of the stands from the two team are we can get in proposition team. Thank you.